Now, I'm be real, bro. Joey Badass really thinks he's slick, bro. Now, I remember in the lyrics that Vaughn had dropped, he talked about how the conductor got you sounding like you're in a jazz band. So it looks like Joey had switched it up, bro. Because it looks like he decided to diss Vaughn with the finals. This time, instead of using conductor, he went and got Boy Wonder, another producer who was going at Kendrick Lamar in this back and forth with Drake. Now, there's already been rumors about Boy Wonder. People already think that he could have been the mole that Kendrick Lamar was talking about. At this time, Boy Wonder is somebody that sided with Drake in the beef. And at this time, is somebody that made a beat for Joey. You can check the video out where I had did a theory about Boy Wonder being a mole. But it's just funny how Joey is reaching out to producers who participated in this beef on Drake's side. Like I said, Conductor was at the Mark Hotel. He helped Joey with the rulers back and other beats. And now he went out and reached to another producer, Boy Wonder. The only thing is, it's funny. Like I said, Vaughn had called him out for using the conductor, saying that he sounds like he's in a jazz band. So the fact that now we have the finals where he reached out to multiple producers at this point, I guess not only him, but Fierce as well. Not only Boy Wonder, but Fierce, Coleman, and Dirtwork. So it's funny how he went and got 4 producers to make this one track. Crazy effort put into this beat. And to be quite honest with you, Joey only has one verse. Now, it is quite a long verse, but he only has one verse in this whole track. So we're going to check it out. We're going to listen to it, and then we're going to break down the verse right afterwards.
What kind?
Okay. Now I know why Reason had responded. He had name called Reason in the song. Oh, okay, I understand now. Honest, bro, this song, this diss, it's okay. It ain't the world, bro. It ain't the best diss I ever heard. Honestly, I've heard Joey spit a lot better than this. And I'm gonna tell you multiple reasons why I think he lost with this verse. Vaughn had told him in the beginning, like I said in the beginning of the video, conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz band. And Joey gets a whole group of producers so he could rap on a whole different beat because he got called out for using conductor beats repeatedly. So him rapping on this beat alone, it already shows you that Vaughn already got in his head. Not only that, going for another Drake producer is crazy, bro. Joey knows what he's doing. The trolling is insane. But not only that, he had a couple dog bars in here: Labrador, dog, artificial, top dog, Rottweiler, dogs gonna holler, couple strays. Now it's time to put them on their collar. I let them rock while I charge them for top dollar. Oh, and this is where he disses Reason. You're the next guy getting dropped off the top roster, and I'm gonna be the reason. So this is going back to when Reason had left TDE. There was a fallout between TDE and Reason a while back, and he's just referring to this situation right here. And then he goes back to the dog references. Now the thing is that the dog references are cool. I just feel like it's low-hanging fruit. Top Dog Entertainment, you just talk about dogs in this verse. It just kind of like, it got kind of repetitive. You could see like the first, like what, like the first 20 sentences are about dogs before he brings up Reason, and then he brings up dogs again. I mean, it's a cool little wordplay. If you rock with it, I rock with it. It's okay, bro. Like, I like Joey. I don't think all the disrespect started coming until the middle of the verse, until the mid verse to the end. He says, it's about time, Top, let your ass off on a leash. Signed for 5 years, had your biggest moment for me. Can't nobody name a single song you ever released. Even Crash Out wasn't your original beat. Now, the thing about this is the original beat was a Kendrick beat. It was the Heart Part 6, but even that wasn't an original beat. Music, hip hop has always been sampled. So I don't know what he means by that. Maybe he says you use a Kendrick Lamar beat. I don't know. Every time Joey dropped, you see he eats. I did more for you than the whole TDE. Now I'm going to have to disagree with this because Vaughn had recently dropped a mixtape and everybody was reacting to it and it was doing well on its own. The whole beef with Joey is separate, and Crash Out Heritage dropped way before that, way before he released his album. And the only reason why he responded to Joey now was because he name dropped him in Red Bull Freestyle. Realistically, everybody's listening to the mixtape because it's actually a good mixtape. And it's not because he's beefing with Joey. This is definitely helping Vaughn get his name out there, though, for sure. But it's not the main reason. And then, of course, Joey comes with the TD East, and then he starts sharing that picture of like the fake TD East like emblem or whatever online, doing the whole like cringy trolling online. At this point, Joey just really wants a response from Kendrick Lamar. Funny how they got to use the pro name for promo. On the low, though, I really think you guys are homo. The way you let dot dick sit in your mouth, that's the same dick licking I was talking about. You guys would do anything for clout, crash out over guys who won't even let you in their house. I bet you ain't even got his number. It's funny how the thirst is being disguised as hunger. Should have sat down, been humble, but now I gotta sun you. The problem with this is that Joey is thirsty himself. He's saying that they're disguising it for hunger. Realistically, bro, Joey is the one that inserted himself in the beef. So it's funny how he's calling Vaughn thirsty when he's the one that had inserted himself in this in the first place. How are you going to call people thirsty when you're the one that's acting thirsty yourself? Just being real here. Should have sat down, been humble, but now I got to sun you. The little ray of light. I'll be the biggest shine of your whole life. I don't. This was kind of corny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This one was kind of like this was kind of corny. I don't just flow. I take your soul on the mic. I think this might be a reference to Absol. I'm not sure. You don't want smoke with me, please. Just give me a light. You need me to buzz. I'm light years beyond Ray. Want me to engage? You want to mention my fiance? Now I know that bar that Vaughn had said that he wrote for his fiance in the other song, Whole Era. I know that made Joey feel some type of way, and he had to bring it up right here. And then Gervonta Davis, even Gervonta had to fight a couple bums just to be king. F around, leave me no choice to slave on. Sugar in your tank, but you ain't no Sugar Ray Vaughn. Gavon, keep punching up with them pillow hands. You ain't even a middleman. You just a little man. Fuck whipping feet. We throw hands like Rayman. This is referring to Rayman. You know, you ever played the game Rayman? That's the guy with the big ass hands. That was pretty funny. And always like a Ray Liotta bar. So I thought this one was pretty good. You ain't no Ray Liotta. How much you made, man? You know, the guy from Goodfellas. You know, rest in peace, by the way. I think he recently had passed away. Said I wouldn't talk about your pocket, but hey, man, you need an optician just to see Ray-Bans. That one's pretty good. Go fetch a coffee for your CEO. Judging by the numbers, clearly I see he owed. Your mouth running because your pockets run on low. I'm active and acting. This is a response to Whole Era. And that's something only me and Pac would know. Play with fire, then you're going to get burned. Listen and learn, kid. You was better off as an intern. Better yet, a mascot. I've been a beast with these flows. You can ask Dot. Illuminati Part 2. Yeah, that was my last shot. And there's a difference between that and the ruler's back. Let's be clear. I salute you, Kenny, but I know you well aware. You looking for some competition, just know that I'll be right here. Now, realistically, Illuminati Part 2 was in response to Control. That's why he's saying go ask Dot. That was my last response. But realistically, he's been making more responses after that. Ruler's back, he was taking shots at Kendrick Lamar. So I don't know why he's acting like Illuminati 2 was his last shot. He shot multiple times in 2025 with all the sneak dissing that he did, and that's how we got here in the first place. But going back to the last bar right here, it's obvious that he wants to battle Kendrick Lamar. He doesn't want to battle Vaughn. He doesn't want to battle anybody else. Maybe Daylight, I don't know. But from what it seems like from the last bar, you're looking for some competition. Just know that I'll be right here talking to Kendrick Lamar. It seems like he's trying to jump over all of these people that he picked fights with. You're battling Vaughn, Daylight, and now Reason, but you still feel like you want to go against Kendrick Lamar. It doesn't make sense. Even after you openly admit in this Gervonta bar that you had to fight a couple bums just to be king, but you haven't even finished the fight yet. You're still fighting Vaughn currently, and Daylight is posting pictures of Capital Steez, and we haven't even heard of a response from Daylight yet. And you took more shots at Daylight than you did at Vaughn. But Vaughn got you so upset that you had to change from conductor beats to a boy wonder beat, help with 3 other people, and respond to all the things that he said on Whole Era. Joey isn't getting no breaks, y'all. After this, he still got to respond to Daylight. So and now he has to respond to Reason. Reason had recently just dropped a response to this, but Joey still wants to compete with Kendrick Lamar. It doesn't make any sense, bro. And for that reason, I think that he lost with this verse right here. The dog bars are okay. I mean, they're pretty witty. They're pretty smart. But realistically, he took up half the verse talking about dogs and shit. So it gave me kind of like a lackluster feeling in the beginning. Towards the middle and the end of the verse, it got really better, and it started being more direct. I like Vaughn's song better because he made the diss track like a hook. Like you could actually vibe to that song. This one, you kind of just got to, kind of just listen to it, nod your head to it. And I'm not mad at it. It's a solid song, bro. But I feel like Joey keeps trying to throw the attention away from the people that he's battling, and he keeps trying to shift the focus on Kendrick. And Kendrick hasn't even replied to anybody here. In the last part of this verse, bro, he's like, yo, I'll be right here, bro. I'll be right here. If you need real competition, Kendrick, I'll be right here. And that's what kind of just throws me off about this whole thing, man. I feel like Joey refuses to finish the fights that he starts and wants to be so quick to go to the next man when he hasn't even finished his beefs that he started with like 3 other people, bro. I guess he feels like because I made a verse for them, I already won. But that's not how it works, bro. You can't just go to the next person just because you wrote a verse about them already. There's still the back and forth that you have to go through. And it's still the song that you have to deal with from Daylight. And now you probably have to respond to Reason from the song that he made against you. And Vaughn hasn't even responded to this song. So Joey's out here picking fights with 3 people, but is willing to drop all those beefs to compete with Kendrick Lamar. Nah, bro, you got to finish what you started, bro. Go handle your candle, bro. And for that reason, I feel like that's why this verse didn't do too well for me. I feel like he keeps trying to avoid the fights that he started. I feel like he keeps trying to end the fights that he started early without there actually being a declaration of a winner. You got to finish what you started with Vaughn. Daylight, and now Reason before you could even talk about being in competition with Kendrick Lamar, bro. That's the unfortunate truth. So because of that, I think it's a good diss. I just don't think that it's going to get the job done. I still think that Vaughn is up currently, without a doubt. Trying to drive the attention away from the battle is not going to help you win it. I think Vaughn is still up. Daylight still needs to drop his track, and I got to react to the Reason response and see what he said. But y'all tell me how you feel about this. Right now, I still got Vaughn up. Y'all tell me how you feel in the comments and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.